Welcome everybody to another episode of Rick Likes to Fucking Live Chat. We're not doing any intros. Rick's hosting it. That's fucking SoCal, and I'm me. And so let's get to the point. I only got like 10 minutes. What do you want to talk about?
All right. So the reason for the video, live chat, as Rob would call it. Hey, when you go live, people get to see and interact with you. This is what makes the world spin, my friend. No. Especially you guys that shoot would like to learn better, more like more advanced, not so much advanced, but what are the things that you kind of go, how would I do better at this if this was this, or why do they do this, or that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying I'm here for the answer, so that's something I need to bring up really quick, is we're trying to come up with the problem I think Ray has is he just thinks everybody knows everything, meaning like the stuff that he has ingrained in his head already. And I'm like, well, that's perfect information.
But is he going to watch this? So, I mean, are we really going to do him any good here?
Yeah, I'm going to write it down.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to give you a list. Write this. Number 1, it's YouTube. Nobody gives a shit. Okay. Number 2.
I don't need to write that one down. I already know it.
Number 2, you just have to put out good content. Number 3, enjoy what you're doing. And number 4, assume everyone knows nothing. Done. Next topic.
All right. So thank you guys for showing up tonight.
All right. Let me get this straight. This isn't actually how to become a better shooter. This is how to make your brother Ray a better YouTube channel.
No. No, what I'm saying
Which is, I'm all for. I'm all for that guy.
I understand that. What I'm saying is like some of the things, like Rob texted us today about a question, and then I actually asked him about it as well, and he got into depth about it and the reason why you would have it on this side at a certain reason because of that. So there's a lot of like little information that people could benefit from.
So here's the thing. You have to define why you're doing YouTube. Do you want to blow your channel up and make it big and maybe make a few bucks? Or do you just want to share your passions and what people love? Because I'm going to tell you right now, the fine minutia that guy has in his brain, nobody's going to watch that stuff unless his channel does blow up and he gets a very cult following about this stuff. It's very hard to start a new channel and put out all that fine little stuff, and people are like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I mean, you really have to have a huge audience to feel like that people actually get something from that fine minutia. Because think about it. The people that are putting a throw lever on a scope, that's like nobody does that unless you really need to change magnification real quick. And who is that? Competitive shooters, maybe a sniper in the military or something like that. I mean, there's just not a big audience for that. So you really have to define why you're doing YouTube. And if I was him and I had the knowledge, I would just realize that, hey, I'm an open book. I'm just going to start, putting videos out there that I love to do and let it evolve. And if people have questions, I'll answer them. And but if you get so hemmed up on all the detail right away, I think people might
people get turned off because it's just overload.
Exactly.
And so
there's like a difference between having fun and doing like regular YouTube stuff. But I'm like, and it's not even him really. I'm just like, I was asking him like, what kind of videos are you gonna do? And he's all, I don't really know. He's all, you're coming back Saturday. He's all, I'll grab a couple machine guns and we'll do some videos. And I'm like, that's cool and all, but it's like, I mean, it's a fun video, but like he's wasting its talent. Like it's
okay. Not, so take that machine gun and break it down into a few segments and show how it works. Then do a fucking blow the shit up. Then stop for a minute and do some cool. He's a great speaker. Like immediately I noticed that he can just talk, right? So talk about the things he loves about it and make it a review on the gun instead of just going out there and plastering shit on the berm. And then you got a real video. right? So you take something that's fun and you turn it in your, but don't let him get bogged down into the little things that make it the best damn machine gun on planet Earth.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You follow what I'm saying?
I was just thinking it would be cool to learn. I just thought it would be cool to, because I get to pick his brain, you know, and I'm always asking him questions.
Yeah. So, yeah, I get that. So you want other people to pick his brain and get that from him.
Well,
but
no, like
YouTube is kind of like public school, right? You got the honors class, you got people that do, you know, these different sports and everything, and then you just got the mass people that just come and go, you know, with a C grade average.
Watch shit blow up.
Yeah, and just want to fucking watch shit happen. People want to be entertained. I mean, you know, even though I really love most of the people that I shouldn't say most, all the people that I hang out with, but most of the people that I watch are like, I consider them almost friends, but I'm here to be entertained most of the time. And so that's really what you got to break it down to that.
Yeah. That's good information. I mean, I don't know. I was thinking it would be nice to, I don't know. Because his thing is he's not going to do funny. Like, he, you know, like, he's very, like, detail oriented. And, like, he's all, you need to, like, do videos with me so we can get some laughs and shit in there. Because he was cracking up when I was trying to shoot that 100-yard fucking target, you know, offhand with the AR.
Yeah, no, I mean, you guys could make a good team. Like, you know, he's fucking squared away and you're a shit show. I mean, it might be kind of cool.
I'm a train wreck, and I'm good with
it. It's hard to be entertaining when you're at his level. He literally is at a level that I'll never ever be at. I already know that, and I really enjoy shooting with him. And I'll watch every damn video because I realize the wealth of knowledge. But some people out there are like, he's just another YouTuber, you know. I don't want to waste my time 15 minutes on why this scope is this way. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just
yeah.
So he has to define, like, if he's trying to capture those moments of fucking excellence, then he should spend 30 minutes doing a video about this. And don't give a shit who watches, comments, subscribes, or anything. Make that his body of work. It's like when you're getting your doctorate, you do this thesis or this paper or whatever the hell you do at the end of your doctorate degree. I forget, a dissertation or whatever it's called. No, it's a fucking novel, but nobody reads that shit, right? It's only for you. It's only for you, right? For you to look back on and appreciate and to enjoy your own studies. So he really has to, before he gets going, decide what the hell he wants out of YouTube, you know?
Yeah, true. So you getting ready for this week?
I mean, the only thing I'm doing this weekend is I'm gonna just run the shotgun. I'm gonna run the shotgun. If I can pick up time on the shotgun, I think the pistol's fine. I'm not worried about the rifle. I haven't had enough time. I don't give a shit about 300-yard shots anymore. I'm gonna hit everything from 150 in. I'm gonna run the pistol good, and I'm gonna get better at the shotgun, and I'm gonna see where it all plays out. That's my game plan. So
there you go. There's a good plan.
And no DQs. That's always there. So
yes, no DQs. Most importantly, for sure.
Man, I was practicing last weekend, and I was grounding the pistol on the thing, and I know I put it on safe, but when I put the pistol down and I come back later, boom, it was there. I saw the little red dot, and I'm like, oh shit, did I put that down on safe? I know I put it on safe. Somehow or another, it got, either when I put it down, I pulled it backwards, or I spun it, or something. And I'm thinking to myself, man, that's a DQ right there. So I really think that was the Shadow 2, and it doesn't have as hard of a safety as like the TSO. So I think just to be safe, literally, no pun intended, I'm just gonna dump the magazine and rack the slide and just make sure it's empty, because I don't want to go through all that of wondering, you know.
Yeah. No, it's a good point. I mean, especially if it's real loose. It's nice when you're starting off out of the holster, but when you got when you got a clicker into
So
safety.
you running the Infinity again?
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I ordered 2 mags. They're at the house. I haven't got to see them yet, but because I've been at work. But
okay.
Yeah, that, and then I ordered a few other items. I ordered a green fiber optic.
I might have already told you, but our slugs came in. I got them. I'll bring those.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that, I think, yesterday. Did you get a chance to shoot any of those?
No, I will this weekend and see where they land. That's the thing. I'm gonna run the shit out of shotgun. Try that barrel. Yeah.
You should ask SoCal when he comes back after. Well, he's gonna have to wait till after he shoots it, but if it does the same thing or not.
That would be interesting to know. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, have you loosened? Have you loosened your clamp? A lot of times that'll suck in your barrel down from your tube, and you'll get low shots because of that.
It's shooting high by 8 inches at 50 yards.
Oh, it's shooting high?
Yeah. Which means I have to bury the front sight below the rear sight in order to get it to land where I'm at. If I put that bead on top of where I like it, here's the rear post and here's the bead right on top, the shot lands high. So
oh shit.
It's screwed up. And I'm just gonna I looked at it today. I think if I take a little, like a file used to sharpen a chainsaw, if I just bury that in the rear sight and carve a little U-notch in there, I think I'll be able to bury that and be pretty accurate. So I figured a rear sight probably only costs a couple bucks. So I'm going to try that and shoot it this weekend and see what happens. So we'll go from there.
Well, and if it's already cut, does it have a dovetail or no?
Yeah, it's dovetailed in. I can't even tell if it's metal or plastic. I think it's metal.
I would assume it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it nice because at least if you file it down and something bad happens, you can just change it out.
Yeah, yeah, it's dovetailed. You can even there's daylight underneath it. I have a feeling I could just kind of push it out with a hammer and a pin or something.
That doesn't sound like very good quality control.
Well, it's a good shotgun. I love the shotgun, but the sights and the aiming is complete garbage.
Did you open the port up?
Not yet. I just haven't had time. And see, with them, because it's machined like on a machine, it's not all scooped out like you would do for custom. It's angled, and then it curves a little bit, and then it's angled. So it's made to look cool for factory production and this shit. But it's not the best feeling port. Like the Stoger feels better, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, you almost got to knock that little bump out of the way, right?
Yeah, I'm going to round it all out one of these days. I don't have time. But I am going to shoot it next weekend. I'm not going to go back to the Stoger because I love that Benelli. It feels way better.
What a dick.
Hey man, I'll let you shoot it. You can shoot it one match. When there's no slug stage, you shoot it and tell me what you think. You'll like it.
No, I was talking about Big Johnson saying I missed your 5 live chats today. I didn't have any chats today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to quit with the fucking live chats. Here's the problem. You do a live chat on like, oh hey, I just got this let me pick something good here. I just got this new holster from my buddy who's making custom holsters, and you go on. It's cool because people see it live, right? But when you go on for 30 or 40 minutes, then when you stop, nobody clicks on that video because it's too fucking long. So if you ever do a live chat, like if you do a live chat on something like this, like you're doing a review on something, you should cut it to like 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes so people after that come back and see it. Now, if it's just a hangout and you're loading and just bullshitting, yeah, you just make that shit 3 hours. It won't fucking matter.
Yeah, no one ain't going to watch it anyways. That's kind of like this video. This one will be deleted right after we're done.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. So
yeah. But you know, Tom Olafson's here, and he's got the wrench, so he's good. I got my gatekeeper.
There you go, Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy boy.
That's right, Tommy.
Yeah,
O.
he wants to see my trophy. So hang on a second. I got my trophy here. I got my trophy right here. It's my trophy. So I'm gonna eat it in the morning, probably around 10 a.m. something like that.
What the hell is that thing?
It's a grapefruit. You know, I got it. I got it as a trophy, pretty much. So
You got the was that a Cabela's 22 boxes you had?
yeah, the Cabela's, but not the Bass Pro. So Coda Boy's picking me up a Bass Pro collectible. You better bring that shit too.
Somebody. Okay, yeah. So I thought it was you.
You're thinking of Bald and Curious. He's got one. He said he claims they're not collectible, but
No, someone. It was you. I'm pretty sure showed a big old truckload of those damn things. No.
No, that was Coda Boy. He was inside the store. That's why.
Oh, well, I figured that's your normal score, so I figured it was just you, I guess.
No, dude. When it comes to collectibles, I call it the Noah's Ark collection. I get two. So like if it's a special box, I buy two. I got a lot of cool shit, man. And one of these days, I'm gonna build like a man cave wall and put all that shit on a wall. It's gonna be pretty cool. People are like, "Why you collect that shit?" I'm like, "You'll find out in 20 years. Then I'll fucking die."
I want to build a wall full of bullets.
No, I want to eventually do something really cool at the farm, like build like a really cool barn, like a party barn with a bar in there, and maybe some indoor cool shooting shit and stuff, and then have one wall that's just like a man cave. And I want to do something really cool there one day, so all that shit will end up there.
That sounds like a pretty cool idea. I'm actually wanting to build the Acme boxes. You can kind of break them down, but it's got the like stamped logo in it or whatever. I thought it'd be cool, like match those up and do like some type of deal with them. If, as long as they're the same size boxes, they all fit together, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Tom, he's got the 2X form again. I forgot to let y'all know that. My bad, Tom. We didn't have any 2X Fall-mageddon shirts at the farm that Tom was so gracious to donate. He's awesome about that. But I guess there's some guys out there claiming them now, so that's cool. Yeah, y'all get them. And make sure to pay Tom or donate to the cause. And that's good. That's awesome.
Now 223, you all ready to go? You got your load all dialed in?
Yep, it comes from Toll Ammo. It's in steel case and black boxes. I'm ready.
So you're not going to use any of your reload shit?
You know what? At this point, I haven't reloaded any, and I'm not gonna. So I got, like I said, man. If I can hit 150-yard target, this 8 inches steel, and that's what I've been practicing. Just leaning on my truck, on the tailgate, no fancy bench rest, and with steel case ammo. The way I look at it is hit the 150-yard targets, 200-yard targets, go for them. But anything out of that, just say, moving. I'm engaging them. Fuck it.
moving.
I mean, that if you take the match as 100%, those long shots are going to be like 10% of my day. I'm not fucking with them. I don't care about them. I'm not going to lose sleep over them. I just don't give a shit. You know what I mean? When I have more time to figure it all out, I'll deal with it then. Right now, I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to move fast and just blow shit up. That's it.
That's right. Well, you figure if you do shotgun and pistol good, you'll be 2/3 of the way done anyways. And the long stuff's only going to be a small percentage, like you said. So,
well, that's why I'm working heavily on the shotgun. I feel like I can develop my shotgun skills faster than I can develop the long range stuff. So for me, when it comes to a match, I know I can shoot the pistol. I'm going to work hard this weekend on the shotgun. I can already load pretty good. I'm getting better at moving from target to target. I'm working on all that. And my biggest weakness is shooting long range with the rifle. I'll deal with that last. That's my game plan. So
Yeah, it felt good to go shoot the rifle. I mean, the only time I ever shoot it is at 3-gun, and it's not like we go all the time.
yeah, well, I got that over you. I go shoot rifles every weekend, so I should be better than I am, but I just something's not working for me. I don't know what it is, or I'm being too picky or something or what. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I loaded up some of the 69 grain Hornady, so I'm just gonna run those. I think old SoCal's computer fell over. But
okay,
yeah,
so how accurate are you with those loads? I mean, have you ever shot for accuracy on paper at 100 yards? What's your group look like? I don't know if I've ever seen it.
I haven't really done much on paper or steel for that matter with rifle. But when I do it, it's
like, I mean, you have to, but you have to at least take that load and zero your rifle, right?
Yeah, but I basically center target basically at that 100 yards, and I just centered it into that one target where I was aiming, and I was good. All I need is this much. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but the point is, here's the whole point. So like if at 100 yards you're this tight, at 400 yards you might still hit the target. But if this is your group at 100 yards, you ain't hitting shit at 400 yards. So that's how you know whether you should even engage those long targets. If your group is like this at 100 yards, beyond a shadow of a doubt that you shouldn't even be shooting at something 250, 300, 400, 500 yards. But if you can stack them, then maybe you should go for those targets. That's my whole point.
Yeah, well, and the tough thing is no matter how good you do on a bench, as soon as you're standing up or moving or all that goes out the window anyways.
Right, and that's why I don't shoot on a bench anymore when I'm practicing. I pull my truck up and I'll run from the hood to the back of the truck and I'll kneel down on the tailgate and I'll just keep trying to hit that 8-inch steel at 150 yards. And that's my practice session. I might make a stupid ass video about that this weekend, but that's, to me, if that's what you're doing, that's how you should practice. But to figure out if the rifle is capable, taking you out of the equation, you do have to bench rest it, see where the shots are landing, and see how accurate the rifle is to know if it's even worth taking those shots. That's kind of
we've done that before on paper, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Right. But with that load, that 69 grain Hornady, we originally did that with just regular white box American, and it has a really good barrel, so it has a nice tight group, and that's the reason why, like, just offhand shooting at 100, if I'm not racing and I'm just shooting at 100, it's easy. But once I try to get all stupid and fast, it's all over the place.
Yeah, you know what they say, a man has to know his limits. So
yeah, it's about 50 yards.
I think I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable for 150, and I think depending upon how I'm holding the rifle at 200. And the bad thing about 3-gun is that they don't make the targets bigger as you get further out. It's the same stupid ass little target, and that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and the point factors all change too for the distance, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'll take the points. I mean, I'll I'm not going to waste no time. I'm just going to take the points and just
Well, it'll be good to see how we do and compare against each other from the last time. You know what I mean? Because we all had some issues. You had a couple of timeouts.
3, I think. 3 freaking timeouts.
Was it 3? Yeah, I think it was, actually.
I think it was because the tower stage I timed out. The stage where you had to shoot from the little box and hit all the steel before you could move. I just stood in that box for like a minute before I hit them all. So I think I timed out on that, and you ended with the rifle. And then the one in the back of the Suburban I timed out. So I think it was 3. I mean, if
Oh,
if I can get through those kinds of stages and know not how to fuck up, I think I'll do a whole lot better.
I don't even know if anybody didn't time out on the Suburban one.
Well, a lot of people didn't time out because the couple like Ray didn't time out, and your buddy there, who was a good shooter, that was the other RO on our squad, he didn't time out. He was like, he hit 3 targets, and he was like moving, done. That was it. He didn't even shoot. He popped them off. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's almost what you got to do. Well, they were shooting red dot too.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
But you want to scope, it's hard at 480 yards. You're not going to hit that shit unless you're some kind of badass mother, you know.
Well, and you couldn't even, I still honestly, to this day, say I couldn't even see the target. It was in the grass. Like the last 3, I don't even know if they were there.
I was taking random shots at things that I thought were metal.
Yeah, he's like, shoot lower. I'm like, I'm already like 3 feet in the dirt. Like, there's nothing down there.
Yeah, that was screwed up. I mean, you think they could have taken a fucking weed eater to that range? I mean, it's ridiculous. But yeah, Bald, come on down and show us how it's done, buddy.
Yeah, you need to. He does a lot of smack talking. I mean, he's a good shooter and all, but he's really starting to think he's really badass.
Yeah, you put all 3 together, and I think I could pretty much kick his ass.
Yeah, he shoots a pistol okay, but man, he really sucks at the shotgun.
Yeah, he still hasn't beaten my 6x6 time, even though he claims he has some dry fire bullshit. But you know, whatever.
We did a live one the other day, and I beat him on the reload game.
Hey Rick, what are you doing Friday night? I might not be on that chat because I might be out at the farm. My phone right now, the hotspot on my phone's not working so good, so maybe you can be a standing guest if I don't show up.
For which one?
The 3-gun chat.
Oh, I'm actually on an airplane headed home. I won't be home till like midnight 1.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping I can do it, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's a good chat. It's definitely a good deal.
Oh,
he's been doing really good with the numbers on that too.
Yeah, I don't.
Sure.
Again, I'm not in it for the numbers. I'm in it to have fun and share information. But you got some good people show up there because he put Yankee Marshall in the fucking title the first time. That shit was fun.
Yeah, I did. I was on that one.
Yeah, that was fun.
These guys are asking about the Waco, that series that came out.
I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I don't watch those little series you can get on Netflix. I don't have Netflix. I literally pretty much just watch YouTube stuff.
I know. I'm the same way. I'd much rather watch that. Bald and Curious is getting pissed because we can't make his 3-gun chat. But
I'm gonna try to be there, but you know, when I can go to the farm on Friday and spend the night, I got to get a big training session in Friday and Saturday.
What did I miss? Anything?
No.
But Bald and Curious wants you on his chat Friday night because I might not be able to be there. So
yeah, because I have shitloads of experience at 3-gun, right?
Hey, you're a warm body. You can fog up a glass.
All right, I can do
Take
that.
a later flight. Oh, I should get home at 6 in the morning? I'm on the latest flight they got. Shit, I won't land till 11 o'clock.
I'll just push it a week. I mean, well, next week I'll be going to bed early because we'll have the 3-gun Saturday. So we'll actually be going to a match Saturday. So, you know what? Maybe we can just do the chat from the match. Bald and Curious, just fly down. We'll just do the chat live from the match. Actually, Clinton House has good cell phone reception. They're right by the interstate.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea. I think you should show up for sure. Bald and Curious says you have a soothing voice.
Yeah, I see that.
So you're going to have 2 badass shotguns now, right, John?
I guess, yeah. Sorry, I just got a phone with my wife and it's fucking hardcore shit going on. Yeah, so I sent one to Taryn, just a plain old Benelli M2 to Taryn. And then, yeah, like I said in the last video I did, I went in to go pick up my CZ70, no, 97 rather. And just finalizing the paperwork, and I was kind of looking around the shop, and is that a 3-gun? He's like, yeah, man, you want to check it out? I'm like, no, sell it to me now. I want to check it out. I know what it is.
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, man, we sold 4 today. And that's the last one. I'm like, it's gone. Sign me up right now.
Don't even let anybody look at it.
Yeah.
That's
I saw
awesome.
a guy's video on that maybe 2 or 3 months before I bought my M2. And like, there's no way I'm going to be able to find one of those fucking unicorns. And then I got the M2 thinking, fuck it, I'll just send it to Taryn and he can build me one. Fuck it. And then there was that. So now I have 2 of them.
And then he said, well, I'll just get the one from Taryn.
What's that?
So did you send the one in to get worked on, or did you just buy the Taryn tactical one?
No, I sent the one that I bought into Taryn. Yeah. I sent it on November 20-something, 26th, 27th. It was just after Thanksgiving, I think. So it'll be at least another month before I get it.
Well, ask old Mr. Butler when you see him how much it costs to bend a barrel.
I'm not going to see him. Are you kidding me? That's funny because I was looking at some of the specifications, kind of like the unpublished specifications for the Benelli 3-gun gun, and supposedly they do the same barrel bending process that Taryn does, and it's supposed to shoot point of aim, point of impact at 50 yards with slugs. And from what I remember, Robbie, you were like, what, 8 inches high?
Yeah.
Was it 8 inches high?
Yeah, about 40 yards. And that was burying the sight as far as I could, right before I could not see it anymore. It was still landing high. I have a new brand of slugs I'm going to try either Friday or Saturday, and we'll see. And then I'm going to take with me a chainsaw file, and I'm just going to file at that back sight and just try to bring that front sight up into my eyesight. And I'm not going to go through all the bending bullshit. I mean, if I can get it close enough, it'll be good for me, you know.
Yeah, because most of the time you're not shooting slugs, but maybe 1 or 2 shots on that stage anyways. Yeah,
and I did this little drill where I shot actually I got a bunch of video of it, but I haven't posted it. From port position, first shot's a slug on my steel. It's like those 10-inch targets I got out in the field, and I was hitting them every time. I just aimed low, you know, I just aimed fucking 8 inches low. And then I ran the Texas Star with the shotgun, and then ran a whole bunch of shit and a bunch of reloading and stuff like that. But I think the bottom line is, you know, adjust what you can, but just learn where shit's, because you're never gonna have a slug target more than 50 yards probably in a 3-gun event. So just figure it out and deal with it.
Does your M2 have the rear little notch sight in it?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna file down.
So yeah, I was just gonna ask when you I mean, I don't know many people that actually even use those things, but I could see the use for them.
Well,
so when you have it up on the cheek weld, and it's like a kind of a U-shaped, a really shallow U-shape kind of thing, more like a really shallow triangle.
Right.
Do you set your front sight right in that U, or can you see the full front sight and the U?
My sight picture is I put the bead directly on top of the V notch, right? So you can still see the bead. And when I do that and I put the point of aim and what I think is going to be the point of impact behind the fiber optic or whatever you call that plastic front sight.
The front sight, right.
It it lands about 8 inches high at 40 to 50 yards. So when I bury the front sight behind the rear sight, so I can't even see it, and then at that point I don't know how low it is, then it shoots dead on.
I got a cure for that. I know I do. Okay, so take your Benelli and just lay it receiver down, shell carrier up, and just back up over it with your truck. The closest you can get to the receiver, the closest you can get to the receiver with the rear tire. Perfect. I bet you that fix you right up.
I'll get right on that. I mean, that sounds like great advice.
That's with 35 pounds of air in the tire. No more, no less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. All right. WTF SoCal gunsmithing class.
Yeah. It's the fastest way, really the fastest way to do it. You don't want to do it too slow, though, because you'll flatten out the barrel. You want to just make it a clean, right over it.
I heard you turn it towards the sights and just beat the shit out of an oak tree.
Yeah, that might work too.
Knock some trees down.
I hadn't thought of that.
Small trees.
Yeah, just keep whacking it until you get the right.
Why does your pattern come out like this?
Yeah, I shoot a slug, but it lands in 15 pieces. I have no idea why.
You're just like, don't worry about it. It works for me.
Well, it worked so good at the farm that I blew a fucking target off the stand. So I was like, okay, that's good enough. But I had to aim low. I mean, I just literally had to aim below the target, and it hit it every time. So there's that.
Well, that'll be a fun test, I guess, if and when I get my my TTI back. I do have some steel that I got from Gil, hard target, so I'll run some of that out to the range and do the Benelli and then do the TTI and see what the difference is.
I
see if there's anything to it.
I, for one, would be very interested because
you can send you can send your gun to him and he'll just do the barrel bending process, but fuck, you may not see the gun for 2 or 3 months. His average wait time is like 14 to 18 weeks right now. So
yeah, well, I got the Stoker I could send. I mean, if I was smart, you know what? I'll just learn to shoot it. I'm not worried about that because the fucker will probably charge me $200 or something anyway. So
yeah, probably be more than that, honestly.
Yeah, then
you could probably just buy a barrel and send it to him. It's not like he doesn't have receivers he can stick them in, or I don't know how he does the process, but it's not like he has a shortage of receivers laying around there, I'm sure.
It's just some old rusty pry bar. Gives it a good crank, calls it done.
There can't be anything super difficult, but if I tried it, the fucking thing would look like a
fold right in half in the middle. You'd be like, oh.
I have a feeling there's some science behind it, just a little bit.
Yeah,
it's not like it's probably good.
I bet that fucker tugs on it a little bit and shoots it, and then tugs on it a little more and shoots it. And he's like, "Yeah, it's good. Send it back, and don't forget to charge the fucker $600."
Yeah, he could have went out and bought it.
Maybe it's that easy. I don't know. I really have no idea.
I mean, it's a barrel, right, with a big rib on the top, so it's not going to fold in half, right? I mean, so obviously you have to clamp it somehow. I get that. You got to not screw up the receiver when you do this. But
guessing that Jade probably sticks the stock in between her ass cheeks, just clamps down, and then Taryn grabs a cheater bar and just fucking yanks on it a little ways. It's my best guess.
That would be worth $600.
I would pay to take it out there and have it done. As long as I can pull on it, I'm good.
I want to see that video.
I can't even talk. There's a lot of good stuff I could say, but I probably better not. Well, yeah, you could buy an extra barrel. Or you could just learn to shoot the damn thing.
Exactly. It's where I'm at right now. I mean, if I'm gonna do this once a month and train on it 2 weekends a month, I mean, I'll learn to shoot it. I'm not worried about that. I have full faith in myself to be able to figure out where that damn shot's gonna land.
I'm thinking about it, and honestly, I doubt. I don't know anything about this subject. Barrel bending, gunsmithing, shotguns, whatever. But I would think they'd have to bend the barrel like at an angle at one place in the barrel, because you don't want a barrel to be like progressively bent like an arc. You'd want it just kinked. You know what I mean? Just kind of
Yeah,
and in
minus the
one
crease.
spot. So the
Minus,
length of the barrel is still flat. So when you look down the top of the ribbing, it's still a nice, smooth, straight shot picture. It's not like arcing off into nowhere.
where you can't even see the bead. You're like, I know there's a bead on there somewhere.
There's got to
Well,
be something.
That's where I'm at now. I mean,
Yeah,
so
just grind that fucker down. See what happens. It ain't gonna hurt you. You're gonna at least get to see the dot. I mean, the worst case scenario, you get to see the dot.
exactly. And I don't give a shit what this shotgun looks like, even though it's an expensive shotgun. In 5 years from now, it's going to look like it's been through Vietnam and back. So I don't give a shit.
Exactly. That's what you're hoping for.
If there was a way to raise the front sight, that would fix it.
Well, I've looked. There's no front sights out there. I mean, there's nothing. I find that so hard to believe. But you got these universal sights. I think Coda Boy even put one on that's magnetic. That shit flies off and stuff like that.
I have the True Glow. The True Glow one works great. It goes right into the threads.
Yeah, but how tall is
that?
Yeah, but my point, how tall is it? That's my point. I mean, if it's a standard front sight, it's not going to be no different.
Yeah, well, they replaced remember that big ugly one that comes on the Stoker that doesn't have any fiber optic to it, really?
Well, mine was the 3-gun version, so it already had the good sight on it. But
yeah. Well, then, I don't know.
Maybe I could just take that Stoker barrel and throw it on the Benelli. Would that work?
One way to find
out. Actually, it might be super close.
Yeah, I could give it a shot. I'll take it out there and see what happens.
A lot of the parts are changeable.
Yeah, I know a lot of them are the same,
So it might just work. I'm going to buy that trigger kit that WTF SoCal bought. I'm going to put one of those in my Stoker.
I already ordered it. It's on the way.
Cool. When do I get it?
I don't know, but I'm hoping I get the throw ring in that trigger kit before next weekend. That's all I hope.
Yeah, they're not. Well, at least when you order anything from Terran, they move at the speed of Los Angeles. It's like,
yeah. Plus with shot show going on and everything.
Fucking
yeah, they're hanging out drunk and hungover right now. He's got guys that work there though. So
yeah, but Shooters Connection, they're a hell of a company. I guarantee you, those fuckers haven't gone dark. There's people still shipping stuff out.
I bet. Yeah,
oh, they're great. They're a great company. I mean,
I want to say it took like a week and a half to get it from Terran, and I live like across the valley. He's up the road like 90 miles.
You could have drove over there and bought it.
Yeah, they're pretty grumpy about people just showing up though. Don't come here. We don't want you here. You want to talk to us?
Is that even where all their shit's at? It's not where you see all the videos, is it?
Yeah. That's his ranch.
No, I know that's his range, but like where all his sales shit is, like, it's not in that building, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking old broken down barn. It's been pimped out on the inside.
Yeah, that's his place. I mean, if you look up Terran Tactical Innovations, get the address, and then do like Google, satellite. It's fucking out in the middle of nowhere, out in the hills.
Shows his targets and shit.
Like north of Los Angeles, west of or east of like Thousand Oaks, way north, like Oxnard.
Probably
like
running
southeast
containers, 40-foot shipping containers or something.
They film a lot of the porn out there. They got driven out of the valley, so they're all heading up to the hills there. Obviously, shotgun porn.
That's right, shotgun porn.
Glock porn.
All right, I got a bail here pretty soon. I wonder if anybody else wants to come on and take my spot.
I'm gonna bail too.
Okay. All right, short chat. That was good.
Yeah, we'll end it quickly.
Isn't a short chat like a shat?
It's a shat. Let's have a chat.
The 3 shat. I wasn't even here. I was talking to my wife. So sorry about that.
Hey, priorities, brother. Priorities.
It's all good.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward. SoCal, you should come down.
No, you should come down.
It's over. It's an over, I think. Not a down.
I'm already here.
Yeah, it's really an over. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of over the hill.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, whatever.
If I had a mortar, I could like hit you from here. We're literally like, if I could just
I know, right on the other side of the
go straight up 5,000 feet, go west or east rather, like 15 miles, and then straight back down, he'd be there. But instead, I have to go south 30 miles over a hill, like another 30 miles, and then north another 20 miles to get there. Pain in the ass.
You need a magic carpet.
That would be sweet.
Need to go eat sushi again, buddy.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Watch you pour like 7 packs of sugar into your fucking iced tea. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
It was only 6.
I guess I'll thumbs this chat up before I go, even though it wasn't that good.
It wasn't. It was fun, though.
Uh-oh. I'm blinking.
All right. You guys need to get the hell out of here. I'm tired of looking at you.
All right, I'm going. Y'all be good.
If you can't be good,
be good at it.
Or eat a bowl of dicks.
Nice.
See you guys. Thanks everybody for watching our train wreck. Talk to you guys later.
Are you sticking around? See you, Robbie. Are you sticking around?